Genesis 2. Did it ruin Ark Survival Evolved in PvP? Did it make PvP way too easy? And just how easy is it now for a solo player to make it inside of official small tribes? That's what we're going to find out today as we go out and begin our brand new adventures in this Ark solo small tribe series. We're going to see how far we can expand and how fast we can actually get ourselves a whole tech base and see just what we can do in this series. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're not already, as we are almost at 100k. That's right, we're only like 400 subscribers away from 100,000 subscribers. So guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe today. But without further ado, let us begin on our brand new adventure through this amazing world. I will say Genesis 2 is an absolutely beautiful map, but it does have a lot of downsides, like the fact that it made the game so easy in my opinion. And when I say that, let me just show you instead of purely saying it. And just like that, boom, we have a tech turret. That literally only took me like 5 minutes of looking around, and I already have a tech item, which is insanely easy to do. I think I've checked maybe like 3-4 drops or something before I found that one, and that one just has a tech turret, but that's honestly one of the lesser items you can find in these. I found things like transmitters. I found 5 metal cliff platforms in a single drop at one point. You can find force shields, generators, heavy turrets. You can honestly find so much stuff inside of these drops. It's absolutely crazy. So we're gonna go around and just collect a whole bunch of these drops really fast and see just how much stuff we can get, while also looking around for bases we could potentially raid and doing a little bit of grinding. We're gonna wait for an element trench to come along, an element asteroid. I don't really know how you say it, but we're gonna wait for the element asteroids to come along. That way we can farm up a whole bunch of element. The server transfers open up in a little over a day, so we can actually start transferring everything in and out of this server in just a little over a day. So I figure it's a good time for us to get started. But I'm gonna look around for some more drops, and I'll catch you guys if I find anything cool. If you guys are thinking like, oh man, it's so hard to find drops though, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 drops just all in a line right here. It's really pretty easy to find drops, so it's gonna be really fast for us to grind up a whole bunch of resources. And with the tech suit, you can just zip around so much. I mean, if you just hold right shift down, you don't have to touch the keyboard. Then you can just tap control and you can dash too. Like, you can really just get around so easily while doing other stuff. It's insane. Like inside of this one, we already have some element shards, so that means we find a tech rifle. We could easily use one of those. Or if we ever want to set up this tech turret somewhere, assuming we find a tech gen, which I don't think it'll take us too long to do that. Oh my goodness, and just a rocket launcher in the next one I look at. That is absolutely beautiful. Now if we find some rockets, or if we just choose to make some later, that'll make raiding pretty easy, assuming we find like a small base in a good location. Next one just had a whole bunch of cementing paste, which is also really good early game because you always want to collect like cementing paste and polymer, because you'll always need it no matter what you're crafting pretty much, even if it's just like grapples or something. And yet another rocket launcher, easy peasy. And luckily for us, as you can see, the drops are currently cyan, which means that inside the middle of the map, inside the trench specifically, all the asteroids have element dust on them. Now, although the element dust gives you very little, like I think maybe 100 dust per grab, you can still go through and collect a lot of element dust to transfer off server and be able to just go pretty freely to any map you want with this tech suit, fill it with element, and fly around like crazy. So we're gonna have to farm an absolute lot, and we just got metal ocean platforms. That's gonna be very nice. If you don't know what that means, I'm pretty sure a metal ocean platform will give me like 700 or so metal from just demolishing it. So pretty much it's just a ton of free metal, which is amazing. I'll go demolish those in a little bit. Did I mention how much I love that tech suits just let you carry on as much weight as you want? By the way, flamethrower, that's pretty nice. Considering we can just carry as much weight as we want, we never really have to worry about what we pick up. We like something, we'll just take it. We don't have to worry about the fact that we're, you know, 200 pounds over. One really big thing that I'm currently looking out for is currently a grinder. The industrial grinders can grind down almost any item inside these supply drops. Like, you find all these saddles and stuff that you can actually grind down in the industrial grinder. You can also grind down the tech items they give you, such as like tech bows or tech pistols or the shoulder cannons. If you have a lot of those, you can't use them, or you just need a bunch of metal, you can always grind those down and you're good to go. It's also great for polymer. Let's quickly see if we can place these ocean platforms right over here. I think this will be a big enough spot to let us do to it, and we can. So we'll just place one of those puppies down, demolish it, and there's 750 metal. Easy. And let's just do that, you know, 3 more times. It only gives us 12 polymer, which is really weird to me. Like, I thought these costed way more to make, but excuse me, Sarko, you're being a little bit excessive there, buddy. Anyway, there is a solid additional 3,000 metal. You know, nothing big, easy peasy, plus a whole bunch of cementing paste, which means we can now just craft all the metal structures we're gonna need. Also, always remember to say hello to HLNA, because the shop's open now. I always forget about that, but we can always buy stuff in here too. Once we get kick-outs, we'll go start grinding on Genesis 1 for a whole bunch of points. That way we can start buying crates and stuff as well. I'm sure there's some good missions to farm over here on Genesis 2, but quite honestly, never done a single mission on Gen 2. I'll have to look into those a bit. Leave a comment down below telling me what your favorite missions are to do solo without any tames. What is happening over here? TeknoAXE Strider. Is it like dying? What the heck's up with this TeknoAXE Strider? It's so weird. Oh, well, hello there. 259 Ascendant Flamethrower. I'll definitely take that. I'm finally to the point where my inventory is so heavy that I can no longer grab things out of drops without throwing them on the ground and picking them up. Coming pretty close to 4,000 pounds now. I might need to think about crafting a smithy to start making a mannequin or something, but we'll get to that in the future. That's not important right now. And very fortunate for us, we have found a terminal that's actually not taken over by anybody, so we could potentially use this for doing some missions, or, oh god, so many aloes, or just converting some stuff later on, such as element to element dust. Well, at first, let's lure away this aloe so we can actually empty that drop. Alright, and going on down to the meteors, you can see that there is in fact dust here. I don't know how much you collect per. Alright, it looks like it's about 35, so that is not great considering we're very overweight right now, but we can still collect a little bit. Honestly, it's more worthwhile to just wait until the actual element biome comes around, pick up a whole bunch of element during that, and then convert it than sitting here and doing this. Because even when it's converting that, you at least get 200 per element converted, which is a quite a bit considering during this time I've been talking I've only collected 300. So that may very well be what we do. One thing we really need to do though while we are here is we need to start taming some Astrodelphis, which are those little guys flying around up there with the trails behind them. The only problem is we need to wait for the element biome to come around for that, and I mean the actual element biome, because those puppies can take up to like 100 element to tame. It's really ridiculous, but they are really freaking good tames. Like insanely overpowered. So that's something we'll have to do. And judging by the fact that it's taking me like 3 minutes just to collect 1 element worth of dust, it's not worth my time to collect this. So we're gonna wait for the actual element biome. We'll probably be able to find somebody who's stashed some element away before it'll even come around anyway. Flying through these tunnels are so stressful for me because I have really bad experiences with running into completely invisible turret towers. Like, as you can see right there, it might be a little bit hard to show on camera. Inside that wall, there's a mesh base. It's not a mesh base, it's a rat hole, but it's a rat hole that was also, for the most part, patched and impossible to raid. So there's just turrets that are in that wall somewhere that can shoot you without you seeing them. So yeah, always have a good old lookout for these situations. I'm not gonna even bother trying to go that way. I will die. Excuse me, game. Throw me in the direction that I wasn't looking. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Thank you. Well, shoot. There's a void wyvern coming at me. Please be clear of tech turrets. I really just want to get to the other half. All right, I seem to be fairly home free here, to the point where there's actually no mesh base in this one. Wow, that's kind of impressive, honestly. Right here, you can see where people would normally get in to do their mesh base. You literally just throw in any flying tame or put in a zip line, obviously, then boom, you're in the most massive rat hole ever, and the only way in is this crack right here. Really extremely OP, and the devs don't really seem to be doing anything about it. I don't know if they really care enough to. They might just think like, hey, it's a big enough entrance that people can get in. I don't honestly know. Let me know what your guys' opinions are though. No, 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 no. Hi there, random TP. How are you doing? I'm really glad I have a lot of HP. And we're home free. So many drops on this half of the map. It's crazy. There's just, what, 4 right here, right at the entrance? Oh, that's beautiful. The only problem is, you know, the insane amount of things that want to kill me. Oh, wait, hello there. 2 really good long necks inside of this one. What the heck? This is a first for me. There's 2 drops in one spot. What? If those were both like amazing drops, I would have laughed so hard, but that's amazing. While we're over on this half of the map though, I would like to go and explore inside of the innards real fast, as there might be some hidden bases in here. When the map first came out, a lot of people tried to hide bases back here, and I'm not sure if they still do, but I feel like it might be more likely that people will, because you can't put turrets in here, so bigger tribes aren't going to bother looking. Alright, and while we're over here on this half of the map, I want to go looking inside of the actual innards, because I feel like there might be a decent chance of having a small little hidden base in here. You cannot put turrets inside of the innards, so a lot of people just kind of avoid building in here entirely, but I feel like there's always a little possibility that somebody might build in here, because I highly doubt big tribes ever even bother coming in here unless they're trying to like tame a reaper, so it could potentially be a good spot to hide in, except it's very hard to move when you are overweight inside of here. I probably shouldn't have came in here while overweight. Another great thing is inside of here you cannot actually build turrets, so you can always craft your replicator inside this spot because it's very rarely blocked off. I guess you could block it off with a bunch of velos, but that would be about it. Let's see, there's a stone 1x1 right here, probably just a bed though. Let's find out. And there was actually a loot bag in here. Hello. Regular old stuff, nothing important, and that's it. It was just that in a bed. Alright, I feel a little bit bad, but moving on. Oh, wait. Hello there. I just barely walked by. I almost went right past this. But, yeah, that's a base right there. Holy cow, what the heck is all this? They just have, like, these miniguns laying around. They have catapults. They have a freaking chemistry bench up here, a fabricator. Has this been looted at all? It looks like it hasn't been looted, or potentially it's just, like, they're very poor. But let me check the, replicator real fast. Oh, yeah, okay, replicator definitely has stuff in it, but it's nothing like super valuable. Looks like for the most part this has been looted then. Let's look through a couple of these mortar and pestles and stuff. We might have to go and get a parasaur and also bring it up here just to see if there's anything hidden. Unpowered tech troughs, yeah, looks like this was probably raided. Has a canteen with some water in it though. Heck yeah, small improvements. Alright, seems like the tech generator is down here. Obviously, I am not able to turn this on at all, even if I wanted to. So, for the most part, this base is very, very useless for me, except for the fact that there is just a replicator here. This replicator is going to be so useful for me, because this means we don't have to craft our own to make tech items now. Once the element thing comes around, like the element asteroids, we can just go farming an absolute ton of element, put it all inside of here, and we can start crafting ourselves tech gear right away. The black pearls are so insanely easy to get. We can literally just go farm plants to get black pearls. The polymer is pretty easy, especially since we're inside the innards. We can just go get a couple tames to get a whole bunch of polymer. And then outside of that, we're pretty freaking golden. Like, we could make a transmitter right off the bat. A transmitter would only cost us 2,500 metal, and we quite clearly have a lot more than that. So I'm just going to steal anything that is of value inside of this in case other people do come by, and then I'll come back later with everything that I need in order to craft stuff. You know what, actually, we can honestly just take all of this stuff because I need to go and make a little hidden loot spot anyway. So we'll just grab everything we possibly can, because we can always destroy all this later in an industrial grinder. Clearly, these guys have not been here for a while because it's demolish available on the bed. I've gotta say, it's not like the most hidden base ever. That's kind of in an obvious spot. And I feel like a lot of bases are like that in Genesis 2. They're like pretty obvious, just nobody even bothers to get looted or anything. Because on this map, you don't really have a reason to raid unless you want tames, because everything is just so easy to get with the drops. I mean, why even bother? So we'll have to remember where this is and come back to it later on in order to actually craft stuff. The heck is that mantis on fire for? What? Why is there a flaming mantis? Alright then. Why, hello there. A tech force field. I will definitely take that one. That could be be pretty useful in the future if I ever decide to build inside the radiation zone or anything. I doubt I will, but it's always an option. If you didn't know, the force field can actually protect you from radiation, so if you have that running, you just don't even have to worry about it. You don't have a tech suit or anything like that. Not that tech suits are really a problem anymore. Oh, whoa, hello there. Just open this random vault that's sitting in the middle of nowhere, and it actually has a whole bunch of stuff in it, including some tech loss. Interesting. I'm gonna have to take everything out of this random vault, apparently. Kinda surprised it hasn't been looted, since it's right next to a terminal and just unlocked, but okay. All this stuff is definitely worth me taking, though. Like, there's some good saddles in here, there's some good tools and stuff like that. It'll definitely break down pretty well, too. Like, there's also mech gear in here that's worth a lot of resources. Some hazmat, just stuff like that. Lots of really good stuff. Almost dying there. That's alright. Let's just lead all these allos off the edge real fast. Yeah, there you go, guys. You have fun. There isn't anything actually inside the terminal, is there? No, there's not. Okay. Alright, well, I kind of grabbed everything out of there I wanted for now. I'm just going to leave everything else in there, as it's not really vital to get. Clearly, it's been here for a little bit without anybody looting it, so we'll come back for that a little bit later, right after we stash some of the stuff away. I did manage to find myself a mannequin just inside of a random drop, so we can always drop a whole bunch of stuff off inside of this mannequin after stashing it away, and then come back for all that. Speaking of which, let's go find a spot to hide this mannequin real fast. And hello there, tech generator. That is beautiful to finally see. That took quite a while to find, and I'm out of space. All right, Stone, you can just be gone. I need all these items. Oh, tech generator, please, where is it? There it is. Yes, okay, beautiful. All right, so after, it has been a little bit, I will admit, after like, I think an hour or so, we found a tech force field as well as a tech generator. Normally, I get a lot more lucky with all these tech finds, but today, I just seem to be getting horrible luck. Like, I used to do this just for fun, going around testing what all you could find, and I'd find tons of tech items, but today, I just can't seem to find any at all, which is very interesting. Maybe they nerfed the drops a little bit, but either way, we do have a tech generator as well as a tech force field now, so those two things combined are gonna make a really, really good hidden base. Oh, person right here. I don't really know that it's a good idea for me to chase somebody right now, considering I have a ton of loot on me, but they did just grab that drop, then instantly bolt. They might have found something worthwhile. We'll follow them and see where they go. Maybe they'll lead us to their base or something. All right, well, their tech punch did quite a bit of damage to me, so I might just back off here. I don't really want to risk losing all the stuff on me. If I didn't have so much loot, I would honestly go for it, but let's not risk it right now. That was the first person I've seen in a while, though. That I don't think I've seen anybody else on the server, so we'll have to go back and see if they're still hunting later. I think they're going around collecting drops, so they might be the perfect person for us to fight. Yeah, they just went and collected that drop that was over there, so they're definitely going around collecting drops right now. We'll have to try to intervene with that later. But for now, let's go find a place to stash all this. Alright, I think I found the sneakiest spot for a mannequin. Inside of the freaking wall. I don't know how this is possible, but I think that'll be a good enough storage spot for now. Apparently, you can kind of just put the mannequin anywhere as long as the bottom is not covered, so that's good to know. I can also just kind of see my hotbar, and that's about it. But now that we're not overweight, we can actually go back and try fighting that person. I want to try taking a look at this base, because I checked it out like a week ago, and whenever I went into this area, I just randomly got shot by turrets, and I didn't see any. But I can see there's quite the tech base in there with no turrets, because I'm guessing the spot was patched, and they're just like, we don't need these anymore. Literally just nothing in there, just a cloning chamber and a tech gen. That's weird. Plus a few vaults. I wonder if it got dev wiped in some way. Or they're just inside of this half with an absolute ton of loot. I see at least 2 cryo floors. There's one right there, then there's one way down there. Oh my god. And this one's been patched. I kind of showed you guys earlier there was a little crack here, and this one, the crack is very much gone. They have an Astrodelphus in there. They have a vault, a few deadies, a surveillance station. Can I punch the Astrodelphus from here? These guys have been gone for a while too. And they just have that entire base in there. Yeah, how much of this can we look into? Oh wow, okay, we can see quite a bit in there. All right, so they have a vault wall, they have a transmitter station, they have a rep in there. Yeah, they have so much loot. Can we physically find a way inside of this? I quite honestly don't think there is a way anymore, but I guess I'll look to see. Yeah, no. So as you can see, there's turrets right here because there used to be a tiny hole right here at the lip of this. And it looks like the devs have patched the hole that used to go right into this little room. Now, because of that, they just kind of stopped defending it because, you know, why would you even bother? There's no way in anymore. So it's now just an unraidable base spot. That's lovely. Devs, I politely ask, once you go and dev wipe this, just, you know, casually take all the loot and put it in a box. Very nice and neat for me, and just leave it for me. Thanks. It's obvious the devs are trying to get rid of all these spots because this one was patched, obviously, but they clearly just don't have enough time or team members in order to go around and wipe all of them and find them all. So that is probably one of the biggest issues, is that it's just really hard for them to go around and wipe everyone because, like, that one's clearly been there for a while and they're not at all scared of somebody raiding them. They have literally no turrets up. They're just like, yeah, whatever, good luck getting in. So you either mesh to get to them or get them dev wiped. I'm betting once server transfers open in literally a day that they're just gonna get dev wiped. I mean, not by the devs, but they will be wiped. Okay, and after waiting quite a while, as you can see, the drops are now purple. Now, I just went AFK for a while, so it's already halfway through the day in the game, but purple drops mean that there is element in the middle. I've been waiting for so long for this. I think I just spent like an hour and a half just kind of chilling around my room and watching and catching up on shows, just waiting for it to be element, as I really wanted this to happen before the end of the episode. So now that it's here, we need to go and farm as much as we can. I'm literally just gonna spend the rest of the in-game day farming element, getting as much as we can so we can start grinding and working towards making ourselves structures and stuff like that. So let's quickly head into the trench and make sure that this is actually element. I could have my colors mixed up here, but I'm pretty sure. Another really nice thing about the purple drops is the purple drops actually drop things like tech bows and stuff like that, which I do really want. So we kind of have to prioritize our time here. So once we get enough element that I don't think I could possibly ever use it all, we might actually go do a bunch of drop hunting and try to get tech bows and stuff along those lines, because those are really useful too. Oh yeah, that looks like element to me. Alright, and let's get a couple of tech punches in here, and already that's 10 element. Way faster than dust. Alright, so I kind of got enough element for myself for now. I got a little bit over 1,000 plus a whole bunch of shards, and I want to use this last like in-game hour to go through a couple of drops. We're gonna go looking for those a little bit. I don't remember where I hid my loot, in all honesty. This is gonna be a problem. But we should have enough element to craft literally anything we need to. The only limitation is gonna be mostly polymer and stuff like that. Plus, we do have enough element to go through and tame up a few Astrodelphus, which is gonna be really good. I did not mean to do that. Okay, so let's build dummy all, and I apparently could not fill all. Okay then, we need to go through and drop some of this useless stuff fast. Finally got all that put away. Now let's quickly hurry along and move to the next place. Oh god, this is gonna be so hard to get my suit back out. There we go. All right, we need to hurry and start looking for drops. I honestly don't know how long we have left. I think it switches at midnight, so we might have 2 minutes. I don't even think we'll be able to get anything by that point. I wish I noticed it was the element time sooner. I should have been paying attention. All right, fortunately for me, there's a lot of drops just kind of lined up for me. I'm pretty sure this one closest to me is the one I checked earlier that had nothing in it, so we're just gonna go right past it to the other drops and just kind of go in a line. There's one there, one there, one there, and one behind the mountain. All right, well, I got a minigun right off the bat, which is a good sign because I'm pretty sure that's part of the exclusive purple loot table. I'm not sure how good the miniguns actually are, so I don't even know if that's a good thing or not. I just know I can grind down for some good resources. All right, and tech claws. Yeah, I really wish I was looking at these sooner. So much tech stuff inside the purple drops. Sadly, though, I don't have the boss fight to give me tech claws. I've never beaten Genesis boss, so I need to find a group to do that with. And I think that's going to be all the drops I'll actually be able to get during this time. We have another 30 seconds left before the day is over. So that is all I'm going to get for this one, but we did get some tech claws and a minigun, which isn't too bad. Miniguns definitely take a lot to craft, so the fact that it's a good minigun means that it'll probably grind down for some good resources at least. Drop just spawned right over there. Well, not going to have time to get it now. Hasta la vista, Purple Drop. It was good to see you. I just wish I saw what was inside of you. Alright guys, and I think after that I'm gonna go ahead and call this an episode, but before we leave it off, let's go ahead and show you guys everything that we have. As you can see, there is a lot. First things first, we obviously have an absolute ton of element. It is all in my hotbar right now, so let me pull that out real fast. And there you go. We have a little bit over 1,000 pure element, and then we just have a ton of shards. I'm not even gonna bother to count up. Honestly, if you guys want to, by all means go for it. Like, let's see, it's stacks of 10, so like I think it's like 310 or something like that. I don't know. And then when it comes to tech stuff, we got ourselves a tech turret, a tech generator, as well as a tech force field, plus a few tech items. I can't use any of the claws, so it's pretty worthless for me. We got an absolute ton of metal. We have a lot of metal resources we can also demolish to get more metal if we do need it. A few rocket launchers, a few saddles, and other things that I want to break down if I do end up getting an industrial grinder. And yeah, we got quite a bit today by just purely going out and doing drops. So I do apologize, this entire episode is just us going out drop farming and farming up some element. But in the next episode, we're gonna actually start crafting up some tech stuff. We're gonna work on a tech replicator as well as a transmitter. Plus, we're gonna tame ourselves a few Astrodelphus, probably just trying to find the highest level ones we can, crafting some Astrodelphus saddles and having those for PvP, and then we'll kind of work our way from there. So anyway, guys, once again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you've not already, as we are almost at 100k. And if you made it this far, also feel free to check out my Twitch channel. I'm going to be streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so who knows, if it's one of those days, I might be streaming right now. I'll be doing that at around 7:30 p.m. CT. But anyway, thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Peace!